The thing about surds is that they look more complicated than they are, and the best way to deal with them is always to try to simplify them. So when multiplying or dividing, you can combine surds within the radical sign, and this can help simplify them, especially if we can find a factor of the number that has an exact integer square root that we can extract from the surd, like taking a common factor out of a bracket. The square root of 72 is some irrational number, but notice how we can split it into 36, which has an integer square root of 6 and a factor of 2. So the surd becomes 6 root 2, which is way easier to deal with, and we've made it as small and prime as it could possibly be. But what about a bigger number where you don't immediately recognize the exact square factor? You've got two options. You could either write a number line of all the squares and consider if each one is a factor, or use a prime factor tree to see if you can split up the primes into squares evenly. So 192 breaks down into all these 2's and a 3. Notice how we've got exactly two groups of 3 2's, or we can write that as 8 times 8 times 3, or 64 times 3, which simplifies into 8 root 3.